Hi everyone, myself Supriya Konda, working as an assistant professor in civil department from Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. So today's class we are going to discuss on air conditioning. So these are the learning outcomes. At the end of this session, students will be able to impart the knowledge of the air conditioning, its purpose and the classification. So air conditioning you can also refer as a AC. So it is the process of removing the heat and the moisture from the interior of an occupied space to improve the comforts of the occupants. So it is the process of treating the air so as to control its temperature, its humidity, the purity and the distribution to meet the requirements of the conditioned space. So what is the purpose of air conditioning? Why it has to be provided? So in the residential buildings, it is required to preserve and maintain the health, comfort and the convenience of the occupants. So it is needed due to the age of the occupants also. So in case of the commercial buildings such as the theatres, the offices, banks, shops, restaurants, etc. So the air conditioning is done to improve their working conditions and maintain the comfort within these concerns. Whereas in travel by the air, railway, road or the water, the air conditioning imparts the facility and comfort by controlling the qualities of the air in the aeroplane, the railway coaches, the road car, etc. So where there in the commercial buildings there are a lack of openings, that is the windows and the ventilators are not provided. So over there air conditioning is necessary so that it improves the comfort of the occupants also, and depending upon the type of the building and number of the openings and even the age of the occupants, and we can even consider the for what purpose the building is provided or the use of the building. According to that the air conditioning has to be provided. So classification of the air conditioning. So it is classified into from the functional point of view into comfort air conditioning and the industrial air conditioning. So next you have air conditioning process point of view. It is classified into the summer air conditioning and the winter air conditioning. So out of this we are going to see the summer air conditioning and the winter air conditioning. So this is the winter air conditioning, the flow cycle of that. So here you can see the outdoor air. So here outdoor air is entering into the room. So before it's entering into the room there are the filters provided. It is called as a filter or a washer. So these are provided to clean the air, whichever the air is entering inside from the outdoor. The outdoor air, it may be a contaminated air, it may be infected by the bacteria, there may be lack of combustion, it may be heat, it may have the odors also. So that the air has to be cleaned before entering into the room. So after cleaning, the air has to be heated in the winter. The air has to be heated. So here the heating process carries out. But why the heating process is done? Because the air, whatever air is cleaned, it has to be heated, and then the humidifier, that means the moisture, whatever the moisture is there, it has to be the heated air, the moisture should be added to that. Air is cleaned, then heated, and further the moisture has to be added to that, and then it is sent to the distribution system. Over there you can see that after passing through the distribution system, the conditioned air is we get the conditioned air which is going to sent to the living and the working condition, or the space over where the occupants live, or where the working condition of the people or the machines are there. So where the space actually is utilized for the air conditioning. So actually the outdoor air is coming inside, the filters are provided to clean the air, and then the air is passed so that the air is heated, and next after heating the moisture is added to this heated air, and then it is sent to the distribution system, and from the distribution system we get the conditioned air, which is passed on to the living and the working rooms, and next from there on it passes to the outdoor air. From this conditioned air, it will be recycled, that is recirculated air is passed on again. So circulation takes place in this way during the winter air conditioning. So next, what happens in the summer air conditioning? So here you can see this is the fresh air which is coming through the outlet, that is the outdoor air. So next, filters are provided. So from the filters the air is passed on. So as due to the summer, the air has to be cooled. Air has to be cooled, and then it is passed on to the dehumidifier, that is the excess moisture whatever is there, it has to be removed over here, and this further it passes to the distribution system, and then the conditioned air is contained over here, and which will be passed on to the living and the working space, and next it flows on through the outdoor. So this conditioned air which we get, this is actually has to be recirculated. In this way the flow takes place, that is in the summer air conditioning. So let us see the essentials of the air conditioning. So actually filters they should be provided before entering whatever the air is entering inside the room. So in that case the filters are provided to clean the air. So after that the heating has to be taken place, that is to heat the air in the winter season. So this is essential in the winter season, whereas cooling takes place in the summer season. So the next is the humidification, that is whatever the air is heated, we have to add the moisture to that. This comes in the winter air conditioning. So the heated air, moisture has to be added to that. And next you have dehumidification, that is whatever the moisture is added in the summer air conditioning, that moisture has to be extracted. So more moisture will be there, that has to be extracted from the cooled air. So next takes place air circulation or the air distribution. So we have to circulate or distribute the conditioned air inside the room or the enclosure. So this is the procedure what happens in the summer and the winter air conditioning. So filters are provided to clean the air, then heating takes place in the winter season. So as the air is heated, this has to be moisture has to be added to the heated air, then it has to be passed on to the humidification. So we get the conditioned air which will be passed on to the rooms. So next in the summer season actually the filters are also provided, the air is cleaned over there, and next it pass on, it cools. Actually whatever the air is there, it should be cool in summer season. So this cool air, it contains the moisture, so that moisture it has to be removed through the dehumidification. So after extracting the moisture from the air, it has to be circulated or distributed to the room or the enclosure, whatever the room living space is there. So here you can think for a second, what is the principle of the air conditioning? Just you can pause the video for a second and try to give the answer for that. So this is the answer for that. An air conditioner collects the hot air from a given space, processes it within itself with the help of a refrigerant and a bunch of the coils, and then it releases the cool air into the same space where the hot air had originally been collected. So this is essential how all air conditioners work. So next are the principles of the comfort air conditioning. So first we have the temperature control, second is the air velocity control, and third is the humidity control. So these are the systems of the air conditioning. So first is the central system, second is the self-contained system, third is the semi-contained system, and fourth is the combined system. So these are the systems. These are the MCQs. So which of the following qualities is not possessed by the filters in the air conditioning system? So below are the options. They should be capable of removing the dust particles from the incoming air. Second is they should afford easy cleaning. Third is they should offer low frictional resistance to the airflow. Fourth is they should offer high resistance to the airflow. So let's see what is the right answer for that. Yes, this is the right answer. These are the references. Thank you.